Hi, today I'm going to be showing some of my new people how to open up a hive and how to search for eggs. A little bit of smoke. Too much smoke and it gets them alarmed, and then they're really buzzy and hard to work with. Lift the lid, a little puff of smoke underneath. Give it just a second for the smoke to spread a little bit, and we can open it up. Typically the first thing you should do is look at the lid, because a queen could be sitting right there and you don't want to drop her in the grass. In this particular hive we have a honey super on top, and we're not going to look in it for the queen or the brood. Just going to move it off to the side. The way we recommend that you get into your hive is to make a little space on the outside edge and then take one of these frames out. The reason we do it on the outside edges is because typically there's honey out here and not brood. So what we want to do then is slowly lift it up. If it's dragging, you don't want to roll those bees and the potential queen. Now right off the bat here I have brood that's already hatched out. It's a stronger hive, so they've laid eggs and brood to the outside edges. But typically you would find mostly just honey here. So looking for eggs or the queen, there's certain places where you usually don't spend too much time. If you see a big chunk of honey like this, well, the queen's not going to be there. At least not normally be there. So you don't have to spend a whole lot of time looking for the queen on this outside frame. Just set it off to the side so you have a little room to work. And then start working your way in. Take a quick look. Flip it. Take another quick look. You don't see her, set it back down. Next frame in. You look, flip, look again. So frames like this typically will not have the queen on it. Once again, there's very little space here to lay on because it's all been filled with brood. A little bit of honey here, but a nice brood pattern in the center and open larvae on the edges. So this is something she was working on, a week ago. This side has honey. Once again, not very likely to find the queen there. It's not impossible to find the queen just about anywhere in the hive, but certain places are going to be a lot more likely. Not likely to be here. Nothing to lay in. So if you think like a queen, you're going to look for some spot that you can lay in, and sometimes there isn't any space. So I'm just going to quickly go through this. And I get to a frame like this. A lot more empty space on this side, a lot more empty space here. So I'm going to spend just a second longer looking at this frame than I would the previous frames, because it's much more likely that she'd be here. I don't see her, and I might not. If somebody sees her on the camera and I've gone over it, well, you can email me. Once again, this is a little more likely. It's got a lot of area in here that has young larvae in it at the moment. So she's been here maybe 4 days ago. Continue through. Quick look. It's pretty capped. She might be searching for open space here, but it's a little unlikely that she's going to spend too much time on this frame. Again, it's an excellent single, this hive. They've filled in most of the empty space with honey. So she's going to be searching someplace. And she might be up in the honey super. Just solid honey. Won't be there, or shouldn't be there. So we've gone through this whole brood chamber. We didn't see her. I sometimes, if I really feel like I should find her, I go through again, working backwards. Once again. Now with a lot of hives, we seldom actually bother to find her. All we're going to be looking at normally, and all we really care about, is she laying. So we look in, and if we see eggs, we see happy bees. They're not too buzzy, they're nice, they're just walking calmly around, tending to their business. I could guarantee you there's a queen in here somewhere. Or there was within 3 days, and I'm pretty sure there still is. Doesn't mean I'm going to take the time to find her though. The other